Hello everyone and welcome to AI Python. This is lesson number 15 and we are going to learn everything about sets in Python. Sets are unordered data type having unique elements only. In this video, you will be knowing various sets methods that are used predominantly along with live Python coding. Agenda for today's video will be what is sets in Python, creating sets in Python, method associated with sets, adding and removing elements from the sets, union, intersections, differences in the sets, along with subset and supersets. So we're going to understand all the topics in detail in this video. Watch out the complete video to understand all the concept as it is designed in sequential order. You can find the detailed content and the documentation of this video at aipython.in website. Thanks for subscribing this channel, and in case you are watching this channel for the first time, then welcome to AI Python and make sure you evaluate the channel before subscribing. If you like the content, then please subscribe the channel. Give a thumbs up to the video if you like the content. It definitely gives us a motivation to produce more informative content like this. So what is set? Sets are unordered collection of unique elements grouped together under one name. Set can hold element of multiple data types. If you are not aware of the data type, I would recommend you to watch out the video, and the link for the same video can be found in the I button located at the top right corner of this video. We'll try to understand through a real world example. In this, we'll see about alphabets and number. When you see closely this alphabet starting from A to Z and the number system starting from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1, whatever way is convenient to you, you'll observe that these elements are unique elements. There's no repetition of the element. Although these elements are arranged in random fashion, in the sequential order, but in general in sets, they can be arranged in any location. So we cannot find an element through location. There's no duplication of the element in the sets. At the same time, they do not have any order. We can create set in Python using a very simple method, which is you can write a name of set. Here I have written S1 as the name of the set, equal to open and close curly braces. So this will create an empty set. Now if you want to create set with some element, then you have to write S1 equal to, or whatever name you would like. You can write the name of set equal to open and close bracket and then write elements. Element could be of any data type, and make sure that there's no repetition of element. It should be unique. Even if you write 2 or 3 times the same element, in the final output you will see the only one instance of that element. Or there is another method to create set using set method. This is predefined function in Python where you can write, like for example, S2 equal to set, and here you don't have to write open and close curly braces. Instead you have to write a normal braces. That means this is a method which invokes a set command and creates an object set in Python with the name S2. Or other way, if you want to initialize the element with certain values, you can write the same, and in the parenthesis you have to mention in the curly braces the elements. So these are the two simple methods where we can create a set in an element. We'll see through a live coding example in Python. Okay, so here we'll write S1 equal to empty curly open and close curly braces, and the S1 will be created. If we want to see the S1, there is no element in the S1. Now at the same time we want to initialize with some element, so we can write like 1 2 3 4, whatever you want, right? And then S1 is initialized with this object, and I can check it with example. Now at the same time I want to initialize S1 with 2 instances of one element. Let's say 1 2 times and 3 4 then 5 2 times. You will see surprisingly a new S1 is created in such a way that only one instance of object is available in the final set. So if you want to print this S1, you can check 1 3 4 5. So only one instance of the object is created. If you want to initialize with some object, then you can use S2 equal to set and open close bracket. In that you will do close open curly braces and then write 1 2 4 5 anything, and then you hit enter. Now your set 2 is created with this set of element 1 2 4 5. Hope this makes some sense. Now we are going to see some methods associated with the sets. So for example, you have created some element in Python on some object in Python, and you want to check what are the property associated with that element. So we can use a dir function. Dir is also inbuilt Python function that gives you a list of all the attributes and associated methods for a particular object. So this command will give you the detail of all the properties associated with this particular things that you give inside. Now I want to check all the property related with the dir command of s. So here s is a set. So when you write dir and in the bracket you write any element like s, it'll give you all the list, like common will be adds, hit, subset, clear, copy, pop, remove, update. So other objects are also there. This is very handy in case you want to check with other element. In the subsequent section we are going to understand about these methods. So we'll starting with the add method. So how we can add an element to a set. For example, you already have some set with the element or without element, and we want to add elements into the set. There are two methods, add and update. So what add method will do, it will add a single element in the set, and update method will add multiple element in the set. For example, you have a set and you want to add one element at a time, then you can use add function. Or if you have a bunch of element, you want to add together that bunch of element to existing set, you can use update method. And note, you can add any data type with the help of add and update method to sets. And also ensure that you should not the element which already exists. In case if you put the element which already is available in Python set, then that element will be ignored. So we'll see the add method. Like for example, we have set1 equal to 1 to 134, and you want to add 2 to the existing set, then you can use add method to execute this one. Similarly, for update method, if you have set, let's say set2 which is holding 1 2 3, and you want to update the set with 4 5 6, a bunch of element, then you can use update function to add more element at a time to the set. We'll see through an example. Let's say we create set1 equal to 134, and then here we want to add set1 dot add, and then you want to add, let's say 5. Now if you want to check set1, you will see 3 4 and 5. 1 2 1 3 4 was there and 5 is added. Now for instance, let's say if you want to check if you want to add 3 again to the set which already exists in the element, it will not be added, it will be discarded. Let's see through an example. Set1 dot add and 3. So it will not add, it will not give you an error also, it will just execute. Now if you want to check set1, you can check it is 1345 itself, no extra 3 is added, so only one instance is allowed at a time. Now moving ahead, we'll check set2. Let's create set 1345, and then you want to add 6 7 8 in the existing set, then you can use set2 dot update method, because you're using more than one element. And make sure that you pass the element as a list. If you're not aware of the list, you can check out the video about the list. The description of the same video is given in the description also, as well as displayed at the top right corner of this video. So let's say we are adding 6 7 8. Here this rule also applies, that if you use the existing, if you use element which already exists, like for example 1 is already existing and you want to add again 1, so 1 will be ignored, remaining element will be added, or in other words updated. So if you want to check set2, you can check 1 3 4 5 was there, now 6 7 8, and 1 is not added because 1 was already exist in the set. Now moving ahead, we'll see how to remove an element from a set. So to remove element, we have a bunch of functions called remove, discard, and pop. These three are used for different purpose. Although they are used to remove the element from the sets, but depends on the use cases, you use it. So we'll see one by one. So we'll start with remove. Okay, so remove method will remove one element at a time. So it will remove a particular element if present, otherwise throw an error saying that the element was not present in the original set. So we'll see through an example. Let's say we have set 1, which is 1 2 3 4 A and P. We want to remove 2. The syntax goes like s1 dot remove, in the bracket you write the element which you want to remove. So here in this case it is 2. So if you remove set 2, the 2 will be removed from the set. It will update a existing set. In other example, let's say if you want to remove 5 which is not there in the set, in this case it will throw an error saying that element is not found. We'll see through an example. Let's say we already have set 2, which is having 1 3 4 5 6 7 8. I want to remove 5, let's say. So will syntax will goes like set2 dot remove, and then in the bracket 5. 5 will be removed. If you can check the set2. Now 5 is not existing in the set. Now for example, let's say we want to remove 2, which is not there in the set. So if we remove set2 dot remove 2, then this will throw an error saying that this 2 is not found in the set. Hope you understand. Now going ahead with the discard function. So what discard function will do, this will remove a particular element also, similar to the remove function, but it will not throw an error. For example, you have plenty of element in the set and you are not aware whether a particular element exists or not, and because of some scenario situations of the application, you have to remove if particular element is there or not. I mean, you want to remove that element. So if you are not sure, you can use discard function. This will not throw any error. This will simply ignore if the particular element is not present, and if it is present, it will remove it. So the syntax goes like, we have set, and we can use set1.discard method and give a particular element name. It will be removed. At the same time, if the element does not exist, like 6 is not existing here, and if you want to remove again 6, it will not throw any error. It will just execute it. We'll see an example. Let's say we already have set2, which is having 1 3 4 6 7 8. Now we want to discard, let's say set2 dot discard, sorry, discard 3. So this will discard, and we have new set without 3. I can use function called discard 3. So this should not return any error. It will just execute it. And if you check set2, it is the same element because 3 was not present. It just ignored the error. I hope that you understand it. We have another function called pop. So why to use pop? Still we have remove and discard function. So the explanation is, it will remove any element at a time in random order. Since set is unordered collection, pop does not require any argument in this case, any element. So in simple word, since we know that set is not an ordered collection, so if you want to just randomly reduce the length of a set, then you can use pop element. So even you don't know which element will be removed from the set. So the syntax goes like, let's say set have already element 134p, and we can use set1.pop. It will randomly remove any element. We'll see through an example. We already have set2, so let's say set2 dot pop, and just pay attention to the syntax. Pop does not require any argument. In older cases like remove and discard, we were using some argument like 2 has to be removed or 3 has to be removed. In this pop function, we do not need any argument because it randomly remove any element. Now it randomly removed 1, so we can check set2 again. So it will be having all the element except 1. So we'll look about the special function in sets. The first one is membership function. In membership function, this is similar to the membership function we have seen in list and tuples. So this will basically ensure a particular element is present in the set or not. It will just return true or false. For example, we have a number set which is 1 3 5 7 and 10, and we want to check whether 7 is in the set or not. Then you can use syntax 7 in your num set. So it will return whether it is available or not. In this case it is available, so it will give a result true. Yeah, it is available. Similarly, if you want to check whether 2 exists in the num set or not, so the syntax will be 2 in num set, and it will return false. You can also check non-availability of the element in the set. You can use not keyword. So syntax will be 1 not in num set. So I wanted to check, is 1 not present in num set? Since it is present in num set, it will give a false. So another one, there are some miscellaneous functions associated with the set like length. So if you use length, it will give you the length of a set. Copy function, make a new copy and store it in the new variable which you assigned, like here new set equal to numset.copy. It will just copy a new instance of set with the same exactly same element as it is present in the current num set. Clear method will empty all the content of the set, so it will just clear the set. In case you want to clear the set and write a new altogether a new element, then you can use clear function. And finally, delete will delete the set from Python. Okay, so we'll see through an example. We already have set2. We'll be just utilizing set2 instead of writing another set. So let's say set2 has element 4, 6, 7, and 8. We want to check we want to validate membership function. So we'll write let's say is 6 in set2. This should return true. Yes, 6 is present. Let's say 10 in set2, it will give false because 10 is not there. We will check 10 not in set2. This will give true because 10 is not there in set2. And we will check not function with the existing element. Let's say 4 not in set2. This should give false because 4 is there in the set2. Proceeding ahead with the miscellaneous function, let's say we want to calculate the length of the function, length of a set, then we can check length of set2. This will give 4. There are 4 elements in the set. Let's say we want to copy this set to a new set, or you can write anything. New set, you'll write let's say you want to copy set2 dot copy. That's it. It'll create a new copy. You can check new set. It will show you 8, 4, 6, and 7. This is exactly the copy of set2. And in this case, if you want to clear set2, then you can write set2 dot clear. This will not delete the set. This will clear the element of the set. Set is still exists with no element. You can check there's no element in the set. Now if you use delete command, delete and then set2, this will completely delete. Now if you want to check set2, it does not exist. So this makes some sense. So moving ahead, so we'll check about the new dimension of set, which is union, intersection, and other things. So we'll start with the union of sets. What union of set exactly means? It creates a new set which contain element from both the sets, but no duplication of the element will occur. Let's say we have set A and B having this element 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So what union will make? This will make a new set having all the element but no duplication. So this will create a new set which has element 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can check there is no repetition, but all the elements are captured in union of a set. So in Python, we can have two methods to apply union of a set, and these methods are the symbol method, like that pipe symbol, and then union method itself. We'll see through an example. Let's say we'll create S1 equal to 1, 2, 3 and S2 equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, same as we have shown in the video. So two sets is created. Now we want to check the union of a set. So we can assign it to, let's say, equal to S1 and then pipeline symbol S2. This will create, oh sorry, I have given uppercase of S. So if you see, you can check, you'll get union of the element. You want to check, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 exactly same as it is. And also there's a method where you can use union function, and the function goes like, let's say we create another variable c equal to s1 dot union s2. Union method, you can use union method to perform union on two set, and you can check c is same as both the method give you the same result. So the another one is intersection of set. So in intersection creates a new set which contain element common to both the sets. So only the element which are common to both of these sets will be thrown as a result of intersection of two sets. Let's say we have two sets 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3, 4, 5, 6. So two sets. Now when we do intersection on this sets, visually you can see the common elements are captured through the operation of intersection of these two sets. So the common elements are 3 and 4. So this 3 and 4 will be captured in intersection, remaining will be discarded. So there are two methods associated with Python. There are two ways to do an intersection of sets. One is through the symbol and symbol, ampersand symbol, and the other one is through intersection method. So we'll see through an example. We already have S1 and S2 defined, so we can perform intersection on these two sets. So what we will get, let's say we store s dot int inter. This is for intersection, storing the variable out of intersection operation. So we can use s1 ampersand ampersand s2. This will give an intersection, and we can check the these 2 and 3 are common to this both the sets, so it returned intersection of these two sets. Now same way, if you want to use intersection with intersection method, then we can create a new variable d, let's say any variable, and then s1 dot intersection s2. This will also give the same result, 2 and 3. So this is how we perform intersection on two sets. Moving ahead, we'll check the differences in the sets. So what differences will do? It will create a new set which contains element present in one set but not in other set. There will be two sets, one which is the reference from which you are comparing the second sets. Through the visualization, you can understand it. Let's say we have two sets A and B, and we want to check the differences. So how difference will be measured? It will check, it will keep A as a reference and compare the element of A with B, and it will create a new set which will contain the element from A which are not present in set B. So this is difference. So we were having element 1 2 3 4, and B is having 3 4 5 6. We have created another set from this set which has only the element which are uniquely present in A but not present in other sets. Two ways, one is a difference symbol and other is difference method. So here we'll create the element. Let's say we'll create A1 with 1 2 3 and 4, and then A2 having element 3 4 5 and 6. Now we want to perform difference operation. So let's say D1 equal to A1 minus, so minus symbol will be there, and A2. So D1 will be the difference, which is 1 and 2. So these are the unique element which was available in 1 but not in A2. So use difference method. So as a reference dot difference A2. So this will also give me the same result. In case you have not understand, have a little pause on this video and try to run the portion again. Moving ahead, we'll see the symmetric difference. What is symmetric difference and difference? Okay, symmetric difference creates a new set which contain elements beside the common element. You can see it visually. If there is a two set A and B, we have seen in the last section that difference means whatever is present in A but not present in B. Here this is opposite. Make these two elements together, make a union of this and subtract the common section. So here what I'm trying to say. So this is basically 3 and 4 which is common to this element. These both set will be removed and remaining will be available as a new set. And there are two ways to do it in Python, which is that using caret symbol or a symmetric underscore difference method. So we'll check it in through the live coding. We'll perform it on A1 A2 itself. Let's say A1 and A2 was there in the element. Now we want to make a difference, so let's say we created another variable d4 equal to a1 caret A2. So this will give a symmetric difference. You want to check the symmetric difference. So it is 1, 2, 5 and 6 because 3, 4 was the common which is removed. Now another way of doing difference is through symmetric difference method. So what we will write, A1 dot symmetric underscore difference and then A2, A2. This will also give me result 1, 2, 5 and 6. Hope you understand. In case if you don't understand, just pause the video, repeat this section again, you will understand it. Moving ahead, subset in sets. So let's say there are two sets, set A and set B. Set B is said to be subset of set A if all elements of set B is present in A. All element of set B, if it is present in A, B is known as subset of A. We'll see through an example if you're confusing. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is one set and another set is B, which is 2, 3, 4. We want to check whether B is subset of A or not. In simple word, we want to check if all the element of B is present in A. We'll see through an animation. I have given a lot of effort to build this animation so that it becomes very easier for you to understand, because all the mathematical term without any visualization is really hard to understand. I wanted to represent you through an kind of animation so that it become very easier you to understand and retain in your. And most important thing, it will not result any new set, since it is just checking whether B is subset of A or not. It will just return yes, true or false, yes it is subset, or no it is not the subset. Two ways, one is through the symbol which is less than equal to, and there's another way which is called each subset method. So we'll check it through live example as always. So let's create A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and B equal to 2, 3 and 4, and we wanted to check whether B is subset of A or not. So we'll write using symbol less than equal to A. This will give me true because yes, all the element of B exist in A. That means yes, B is subset of A. Now another way is we can use subset method. This is also simple. B dot is subset of A. This will also give me true. And opposite, if you write, let's say A dot is subset of B, this will give me false. No, A is not subset of B, B is subset of A. Now superset. So set, what is superset? Set A is said to be superset of B, set B, if all the elements of set B is present in set A. Confused? Watch out this animation. Okay, so we have two set, A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B equal to 2, 3, 4. Now what we want to check? We want to check set A is said to be superset of set B if all the element of set B is present in A. Last time we have checked B is B subset of A. Now I'm checking is A superset of B. This is similar. So yes, here blue represents set A and yellow represents set B. Since all the element of B is present in set A, hence set A is superset. Okay, there are two ways to calculate superset in not calculate, to evaluate superset in Python, which is symbol method and method itself, with symbol and method itself. So symbol is greater than equal to if A greater than equal to B will be true if A is superset of B. A dot is superset B will tell whether A is superset of B. This again will not give you any result. This will not store any new set. This will not create any new set. Rather, it will give a result in terms of true or false. We'll see through an example. We already have A and B. We wanted to check whether A is superset of B or not. Last time we have checked B is subset of A or not. This time I'm checking A is superset of B or not. So it will be like a symbol greater than equal to B. This is true. Yes, A is superset of B. Now we'll check it through method. So we have A dot is superset of B. This means if A is superset of B, yes, it is superset. I hope with my dedication and interactive presentation, I would able to make you understand about sets and all operation of sets in Python. I believe that all topics were covered. In case if you have any questions, suggestion, feedback, then please write them in the comment section. We will happy to answer you all your queries. Have a wonderful learning and keep growing. All the best.